Well, at least, I mean, they can always use these podcasts too when we die.
Great. Cause the more I drank, then I'm the world's greatest lover and a dancing machine. I get loud, I get proud, and it gets worse. Well, if I have one, I'll have 13. Now there ain't no in between, cause the more I drink, the more I drink. Welcome to the B Review.
Welcome again. How are
Take
you?
14, episode 2.
Cut 3.
Booze, beer, and bullshit that comes along with it. This is where we talk about our favorite spirits and drinks and
TV shows, what's been happening.
And the bullshit that comes along when you go out drinking.
Yeah, and politics.
Stuff you talk about.
Yeah, stuff you freely can talk about and not care.
And not care. It's all bullshit anyways.
Yeah.
So what are we drinking? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Yellowstone, and you've got some Yellowstone here too, and it's bourbon whiskey.
The enduring spirit of our public lands inspired us to forge a spirit of our own. And it doesn't take much to see how one leads back to the other. Yellowstone, bourbon for all.
I like bourbons. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's 46.5% alcohol though.
Yeah, but you said it was 90 some odd proof. What's that? What's the difference?
93 proof.
What's that mean?
Proof is basically the US measurement for alcohol. It's exactly double the ABV, or alcohol by volume.
Okay.
And most alcohols are like in the 40s or...
Well, yeah, wines
20s and
wines
shit like that,
are
right?
like 12% alcohol, which, knocks me out. So 46% alcohol, that's crazy.
It's high. 93 proof is very high.
Yeah.
This is from the Limestone Branch Distillery Company in Lebanon, Kentucky. And I did a little digging up, and Yellowstone Bourbon traces its roots back to 1872 when it was first established in Kentucky. What sets it apart is careful blending of hand-selected barrels from both Kentucky and Indiana, which creates a truly unique flavor profile. Yellowstone Bourbon is known for its rich, full-bodied taste with notes of caramel, vanilla, and spice. The craftsmanship and attention to detail in this product make it a standout choice for bourbon enthusiasts. It's a very smooth, very good bourbon. Like, it's almost, look at it. We're almost halfway down the bottle already.
I know. It's delicious. It's delicious.
7th generation family distilleries. Wow. And I'm having a Bush. Brewed in Canada. 4.7% alcohol.
So I could have like 10 of those, 11 of those.
I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
Compared to one of these. Isn't that how it works?
Sure. Yeah, but there's 355 milliliters and huge. I don't know how it works.
I don't know how that works either.
There's no way you could have 12 of these bushes. Although everybody likes a little bush.
To equate to one of these.
That's my child's mind.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how that works. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
Maybe look it up and I'll post it on our social media.
Sure.
So we went to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jensen,
Mm-hmm.
country dude, buy me a boat and take a drunk girl home and what else?
I'm getting them good vibes. I'm living this good life. I'm breathing on God's time. And I ain't gonna waste one breath. I'm soaking it all up. I got me a full cup. And there ain't nothing gonna spill it. Nothing gonna kill it. Waving them words goodbye. I'm feeling them good
was all right in concert. Like his songs are really good on the radio and stuff like that. He was good in concert, but he wasn't great in concert.
No, he wasn't flashy or anything like that. He was just,
He was good though.
yeah, no, he was good. He was fun. I like the songs. I like his music. So I think the music sounded better on the radio than it did in live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe, anyways, he got wasn't there a new guitarist that was there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember he said he came to Canada. That was his
First time in Canada? How many times has this guy been in Canada though?
I don't know. He said he'd been there before. He
Hmm.
likes Canadians. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then we went back to the bar to watch the Leafs lose.
Uh-huh.
Up there, a couple of Leafs collide, and the Panthers have numbers up ice. Radko Gudas going to the net. Cousins waits, drags, shoots, scores! Game winner! Series clincher! Nick Cousins and the Panthers are moving on.
Get
That
knocked
was
out of
the-
the second round.
That was the Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Hmm.
That was.
And then,
And then we went to we stayed up till 2 a.m, and then we went to a barbecue and bonfire at the boys' house, and
after I had to work first.
had some weird dancing around a bonfire late at night.
Yeah.
Another 2 o'clock late at night,
Yep.
and then Mother's Day the next day.
Yep.
That's where I got this bottle of Yellowstone.
Family and food and chatting and getting caught up and yeah,
Not caught up on my sleep though.
watched your photos
Oh,
appearing on the
yeah. So
TV.
So my oldest brother, he's been collecting all the photos and putting them on in digital, like all the black and whites, all the photos, all my parents had. So he set up on the computer through the TV, from me being born, all the pictures of every year of me growing up to now. And we were all sitting there, we were eating dinner, and we were watching this thing, and I was like, I feel like I'm at my own funeral, watching your life go by in front of your eyes. It's like, this is a little creepy. But at least it's all set up and ready to go, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was really nice and thoughtful of him to do that. Like your brother Bill is very thoughtful.
Well, they're retired, so
Yeah.
he's got lots of time on his hands.
Yeah, nice to see the kids and
Time.
Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
and then
Yeah, I'd like to place an order.
What you like?
Yeah, I'd like 3 orders of garlic chicken,
And then,
and then 3 orders of white rice.
and then.
And then... Oh, hey, you guys want soup? Sure. Yeah, 3 orders of wonton soup.
And then.
Oh, some fortune cookies, too.
And then.
Gosh, I think that's about it.
And then.
No, that's it.
And then.
No and then. That's all I want.
And then.
Then nothing else, because I'm done ordering, okay?
And then.
No. See, all I want is the 3 orders of the garlic chicken and the 3 orders of the white rice.
And then.
And the soup, dude. Oh, and the wonton soup.
And then.
And the cookies fortune. Hey, and the fortune cookies. Yeah. So it's just the chicken, the rice, the soup, and the fortune cookies, and that's it.
And then.
And then you can put it in a brown paper bag and come put it in my hand, because I'm ready to eat.
And then.
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
And then.
No, and then.
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 And
Then you're really starting to piss me off, lady.
then.
And then I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna put my foot in your ass if you say and then again!
God.
And then the following weekend, we went to a pig roast.
We did.
Lots of people, lots of beverages. Mitchell went out fishing with his buddy in the morning at Kempenfelt Bay, and they caught a bunch of whitefish. They cut off one of the heads of the whitefish and cleaned it out, and then they cut off a plastic water bottle, stuck it in the cut off end of the head, and they were doing beer shots through the fish mouth.
But didn't you have the bottle in there, in the guy's mouth, in the thing's mouth?
No, so you had the mouse on the one side, and the head's cut off here, and the bottle was there. So it poured through the plastic bottle out the fish mouth
Yeah.
into your mouth.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. Pretty gross.
There's a video on our social media. Check it out.
Yeah, well.
At the Bee Review.
Yeah. And then we did lots of yard work and stuff around here, and on the long weekend, moved gardens, moved 1,000-pound rocks, or attempted to.
1,000-pound rocks.
That
pretty
rock
much, man.
probably has to weigh 1,000.
No.
I don't know how we got it out.
There's no way it's 1,000 pounds, because I did move it.
Did we drag it with the truck?
With chains in the Argo out of the garden. After we dug it out of the ground, chains in the Argo, and I dragged it out to that spot where it landed.
Then how come we couldn't get the Argo to move it this time?
We didn't have chains,
Oh.
and that strap would probably break if I tried to drag it all the way down here.
Right.
And then the piece would fly off and hit me in the head, and I'd be dead and be no podcast.
But
And
needless
then,
to say,
and then the week after, we'd be watching the exact same video we watched the fucking week before my whole life going past my eyes. Well, I wouldn't be watching
Oh
it. So that's why.
God. You'd have already heard all the comments people had to make about you. Oh, isn't he so cute? Oh, look at him. Oh, look how tall and skinny he was. La, la, la. I remember that. I don't know. It was funny.
For you. Where are we going this weekend?
Going to Toronto for a wedding. My girlfriend of 50.
You're knocking on the table for? Somebody at the door?
50 odd years. Audrey's getting married to a childhood friend. The girls are all going out on Friday for dinner and drinks and
Cheers.
whatever else. Cheers. And then all of us couples are going out for dinner on Saturday, and Brittany's coming. And
To a hoity-toity place, the X Hotel or something? What's this
X.
place?
yeah, the X Hotel in Toronto.
It's a
looks like
destination
nice-
wedding for us.
Yeah, I guess so. 2 hour and a half, 2-hour drive. No, it's an hour and a half to get there.
Well, it depends on much traffic.
Yeah. So anyways, we're staying at Brittany's. We're not staying at the hoity-toity hotel.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah, no, because we're not.
Because
We're
we can't
staying
afford
where,
it. We don't want to afford it. Cut that out.
God.
What?
We are staying at Brittany's house. Jesus. And
Jesus.
and then going to the reception afterwards, and it'll be fun.
We had a
And
destination.
then we're on holidays.
Oh, hey! We had a destination wedding.
Down in Toronto too.
There was more than just down in Toronto.
I know, but it wasn't like destination.
Why not?
It wasn't Bahamas or
Well, who said
Jamaica.
who said a destination wedding has to be in the Bahamas?
Nobody.
Well, you just did.
Well,
We had it at Black Creek Pioneer Village. We got married in the old church. It was all lit by candles. The reception was there. It was pretty cool.
Visiting Black Creek Pioneer Village is like walking into a movie, only better. Here you can walk around in an 1860s village and experience Ontario's history firsthand. Watch the sparks fly as the blacksmith works at the forge. Discover how beer was made the old-fashioned way at the historic brewery. Visit the farm animals and view the heritage gardens.
It was fun. Everybody was casual. And it was a great time.
We did have a good
That
time.
was a destination wedding.
It was fun.
People came from Hope. No, Phil wasn't there, was he?
Yeah.
I don't think Phil was there. I don't think he could make it. Anywho, so there's this company called Space Perspective. They're offering couples an unforgettable way to say I do by putting lovers into orbit.
To the moon, Lois!
To the moon? What does that mean?
You know, to the moon.
Okay, you're threatening to punch me so hard I'm gonna fly to the moon? Like it's funny to hit me so violently my body will fly out of the atmosphere.
Well, it's not funny anymore.
Taking them out into space to get married. That's a destination wedding. So it doesn't have to be Bahamas or Jamaica.
Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, Montego. You can play it fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go.
You know what they're doing? They're using a carbon neutral balloon with giant windows to make the most of the ultimate view of planet Earth. The space balloon is propelled by renewable hydrogen with no rockets. Couples wanting to experience the unique wedding destination can join the wait list on Space Perspective's website for late 2024.
Well, I hope it doesn't crash on them because that would be a short-lived life together.
Yeah, so it goes up at something like 12 miles an hour and floats up there, and then it comes back down very slowly and easy, apparently.
Up and away, my beautiful
Well, I guess. Oh, what is biting me?
Well-
Mosquitoes. Anyways,
You know how much it costs?
$250,000.
You're you're wrong on both of them. $125,000 per seat.
Okay, there's 2 seats. That's $250,000,
Oh.
is it not?
I guess, yeah.
Go! 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 Go!
Holy, what a freaking guess. Give me 5.
Oh, shit, that's funny. I ain't going to space to get married.
No,
Fuck that.
no. Well, people who have all kinds of money like that do stupid stuff. And what a waste.
Hey, did you hear? They're changing the name of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me.
No.
Told you that, right?
How ridiculous. The Frankenfurter? What?
How'd you do, I? See, you've met my faithful hand in hand. He's just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man.
What is it called?
The Frankmobile.
Frankmobile.
They're celebrating 100 years of making all beef frankfurters. That's why they've changed the name this year to the Frankmobile.
No.
Yep, that's the reasoning. They're changing the recipe in 100 years. 100 years.
Why would
So
you
the Wienermobile-
Okay, hold on. Why would you change something that's been around for 100 years? Obviously, popular because it wouldn't be around for 100 years, and it's successful. Why would you change the recipe? It's to do with this woke nonsense.
No,
That's
it's
what it is.
yeah, maybe so, but
Yeah.
listen, when you see that 20-foot long 6-ton hot dog on wheels coming down the road, you're gonna say, "There's the Wienermobile." It's never. Everybody's gonna always know it's the Wienermobile. It doesn't matter, and you're gonna laugh at it. No big deal. But did you know that thing was first put on the road in 1936?
No.
That Wienermobile started driving around the roads in 1936. What kind of cars were out there in 1936? You know, those old
Big
classic
Plymouth.
Model T Fords and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then this Wienermobile was driving down the road, this big wiener in between a couple of buns. That's got to be
Yeah.
weird.
Okay, a wiener between a couple of buns.
I think you're being woke.
That's being, that's
What?
why they're changing it.
It's still going to be a wiener between a couple of buns. Now it's going to be Frank's wiener
yeah,
between
but
a
then
couple of
they'll
buns.
change the name. Oh, we can't call it wiener anymore because that's whatever.
Yeah, well, now it's going to be Frank's wiener in between a couple of buns.
It's just going to be Frank between the buns. I don't know. It's so fucking stupid.
Oh,
Sorry.
God. Have you ever seen the Wienermobile? I think I saw it once.
In person, I don't know if I have. I've seen it.
Like pictures of it.
Yeah.
I think it's probably mostly in the States.
Wasn't that guy down in the States? His name Wiener.
Anthony, the senator, Anthony
Yeah.
Weiner or something, got
Yeah.
caught taking pictures of his wiener and sending it to girls or something.
So, association.
Maybe that's why they're changing it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not calling it the Anthony Mobile. The people that wag their fingers at us are always the ones, right?
Do they have nothing better to do? Can they not just live life or something and just go away?
No, people find a purpose in life when they get to boss other people around.
Really?
Yeah, some of them
Why?
just need a drink, or 2 or 5 or 10.
They should drink some of this stuff and drink
No,
the whole
no,
bottle
no.
and
They
just-
should drink the cheap shit because they wouldn't appreciate this stuff.
Perhaps.
So the voice ended. Last night. No spoiler alerts here.
You
no
watched
spoilers. No, I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I'm not going to give away any spoilers or anything like that either, because I don't know, but I'm not going to give any away.
Okay.
Although by the time this podcast airs, it'll probably be all known. But they also announced the new judges for next year because Blake Shelton's gone. I probably won't watch it anymore, anyways. I watched it because he was always funny and all his kind of shit. I know he was good. That's a platform. But I don't know.
Yeah.
The new judges, Reba McEntire. Okay, she ain't gonna be as funny as he was. That Niall Horan guy, Horan, the Irish dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Niall.
in.
Niall.
He was in. What did I say?
I don't know.
He was in. I don't know, some boy band.
Yeah.
John Legend comes back, and Gwen Stefani's coming back.
I mean, it's a good cast, a good lineup. I mean, I can't say that I watched just for Blake. It was the whole camaraderie of between all the coaches.
Mhm.
He was instrumental because he was there at every one of those shows. So he's like the mom in the family. And once the mom dies,
The father.
No, he's like
He's a man.
I know, but
He's not a
it's
cis.
the
or
mother
anything.
that tends to keep families together, right? So once he goes, it might be good, it might not be. I don't know. I'm sure he'll come back as guest appearances and maybe work with the the other coaches.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm sure he'll. Yeah.
Maybe he'll
Anyways,
scoop up some of the ones that he thinks are good potential candidates, and then he has a new star that he can build up and create a star. You know what I mean?
no.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, we cut you. I found her.
Other shows that are coming out. There's one that you always watch. Well, you got me watch. It's kind of like a daytime soap. I know it's been a while since it's been on. Virgin River, season 6.
I sold my house and then I quit my job. And I moved to this town that I've never heard of just so I could live in there. Oh no.
As the mayor of Virgin River, I'd like to officially welcome you to our little slice of heaven.
I obviously can't stay here.
I'll have it cleaned.
Did you just put is that a bird's nest from the oven?
Well, I didn't know city girls could shoot whiskey.
What makes you think I'm a city girl?
We don't tend to get a lot of visitors as beautiful as you.
I'm sorry, does that line really work? I'm the new nurse.
I don't need you.
Well, I signed a contract.
Not with me, you didn't.
You are a stubborn goat.
Maybe I should just go.
Go!
I'm worried about you. Just come home.
Stop trying to punish yourself for what happened. Nobody blames you.
I keep telling myself that I'm crazy for not packing up and going home.
How about a show of Virgin River hospitality? You might want to keep your eye on the ball there. Okay. What is going on?
I'm with a patient.
Boy, they said you were a looker. They weren't lying.
So you just moved here.
Small towns, the internet is slow, but the gossip is fast.
Great. You don't want to face the past, so you ran away from home. I came here so that I could help people.
I know how hard it can be to make a fresh start. I hope you'll stick around.
It's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cutie
Filmed
patootie.
in like Vancouver and BC and stuff like that.
Isn't it filmed in Montana too?
I don't think so.
Well, where is it taking
Like the log.
place?
Well, Virgin River is
In the States.
is not a real place, first of all. But yeah, it's somewhere in the States, in the Rockies or something. I don't know. But the cabin, that log cabin that she lives in, is actually the park ranger's place in Stanley Park.
He's got it pretty good, doesn't he? What a good job he has. To have that place to come home to.
Well, yeah.
It's beautiful. That's where I'd like to live. I'd live in there, no problem.
Okay, I also saw this one coming back. And that all you girls like this frickin' Dahmer thing. Jeffrey Dahmer series.
Yeah.
So they're coming out with this, like a season 2. And I'm like, how the fuck? He died. I mean, they shoved a broomstick up his ass and killed him in prison. He died.
Yeah.
So how can you have a season 2? But I guess the show wasn't called Dahmer, it was called Monsters, and Dahmer was just the first season or something.
Right.
The second season is going to be that Lyle and Eric Mendez.
Oh, yeah.
They were the twins that were convicted of killing their parents and all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, there's some pretty nasty people out there.
It's already getting reviews saying that it's like whacked. It's fucking crazy, whack, and stupid.
Anybody who does that kind of shit are crazy, whacked. There's something totally wrong. They should have been just zapped at birth. Seriously.
But they didn't know. It's after birth, but they didn't know these people were the model citizens. Right up until they got caught killing their parents.
Well, they pretended to be model citizens.
So nobody knew. That's what I'm saying.
So,
anyways,
our next door neighbors could be
wax.
model citizens and be axe murderers. Like, you never know.
That's why I have vicious dogs guarding the property. Landmines all around, so don't even bother trying to get over here.
And speaking of property, before you go on, yeah, we did a lot of work this weekend.
You said that.
No, I didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or did I? If I did, I'm repeating myself because it was a lot of work. But it looks good now. It looks good. And you got a new blueberry bush to put in.
We're gonna put it beside the old blueberry bush, right? Or the new one we just planted over here by the fence.
By the fence.
Yeah.
I was
Isn't that
going to
great?
buy 2, but then I thought I didn't know if I'd be pushing it. We could scooch that
Well,
one
we
over.
could have, but whatever.
We could take a big hole and don't really make it known that we moved them and just shove them over a bit and then put the
I
other
don't
by
think
the
it
side.
matters if they kind of grow together.
Yeah, so anyways, that'll be nice to have.
Cool,
Blueberries
cool.
and raspberries. And we got tons of blackberry,
Wild blackberries.
wild raspberries all over the place.
Cool. Jackson, big sigh. Hey, bud.
Getting old.
You know what show is coming back that I'm really, really looking forward to? Justified.
On this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off, who wants some? I'm fighting for my soul, God get at you, boy. You try to go, God fall back, I go hard. On this lonely road, trying to make it home. Doing it by my lonesome, pissed off, who wants some? I see them long, hard times to come.
Raylan Givens, right?
Yes. But you know, is the other guy coming in? That other guy going to be in it? You know, the bad guy.
No.
Oh, I liked him though.
So these stories are based on books, like books of this U.S.
Right.
Marshal Raylan Givens.
Okay.
And their stories. So this next season, like the last one ended off where Raylan went to Miami to live with his daughter, right?
Right.
And he continued working as a U.S. Marshal down there. Where he's, but so this new one, he's going to Detroit. He's going up to Detroit to pursue an Oklahoma wildman, Clement Mansell, who's been eluding the Detroit police force. So this whole story is him chasing this guy in Detroit.
Okay.
So.
Well, it'll be good, but I'm sure because we liked the last one. But I mean, that other guy was, instrumental in the show. I can't even think of his name. Do you remember his name?
Walton Goggins.
Yeah, Walton Goggins. Hi, everybody.
You look.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. But
He went to jail or something, and then he Goggins, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Walton Goggins.
Yeah, Walton Goggins. Hi, everybody.
You look.
He was good. He was good though. But anyways, good. So we got some good shows coming back.
Yeah, and Yellowstone's ending.
Lord God, give us rain and a little luck, and we'll do the rest. Amen.
Last season, 5, the original Yellowstone. Kevin Costner, and there's scheduling conflicts and stuff like that, so they're going to end the Yellowstone. The final season is going to start in November, and then a couple months later, apparently a sequel is coming out. Now, there's rumors that Matthew McConaughey is going to be in the sequel.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And of course, the other ones, 1923 and the triple or the 4 Sixes Ranch. There'll be other off branches of that series, of that franchise, which are all good too, right? So
We really like those. I want that 1923 to come back on.
yeah, soon.
Yeah,
Should be on soon. So we were gonna finish off the podcast by doing I was gonna look up top stories in Canada and all that, the headlines.
Did you know Tanya Tucker died today?
Tanya Tucker?
Not Tanya Tucker. God. What's
Tina?
love got to do?
You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion?
Tina Tucker. Tanya Tucker's coming to Rama.
Tina, it's not Tina Tucker.
It's Tina, whatever her name is.
What's her name?
Oh my God.
Tina
Turner.
Tina Turner.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh,
Have another drink.
No.
Where are you going?
I have to get some itchy stuff.
No.
Itchy like crazy. Yeah, Tina
Tina
Turner.
Turner.
I was thinking Tanya Tucker because she's coming to Rama, and that's
It's a good thing she didn't die then.
yeah. But yeah,
Did
she
you
died.
pour yourself some more? You did.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't even see that.
Just a drop. Yeah.
83?
83. Jamie Foxx had a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparent stroke. I don't know for 100%, but
A what?
that's what
stroke?
they're thinking. Apparent stroke.
Oh,
we don't know for
apparent.
sure.
Well, no, that's what it said on the.
Well, that's because Mike Tyson was doing Mike Tyson and him have been friends for a long time. Mike Tyson was doing a podcast or something and said it. But said he had a stroke or something.
Yeah.
But they've been keeping it pretty hush-hush what it actually is.
Yes.
But so they went on and he was doing a movie when he had the medical issues. Anyways, apparently they finished the movie with his stunt double.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you you're replaceable. Doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter
Spend
who
time,
you are.
spend time, have fun, laugh, have a drink, laugh, comedy, have a good time, see your family, see your friends, because in the big scheme of things, the other people, you're just a number. If you die today, they'll replace you with somebody doing your job tomorrow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes.
I'll remember you though.
What?
Especially with
Where
you.
you think I'm going first?
No, but I'm just saying if you would die. We have your memory film clips.
Well, I was going to finish this off with top news stories. So I pulled up top news stories. CBC came up with a bunch of top news stories.
David Johnston.
And this is the first one. Well, this is the first one that came up.
Special rapid tour.
Special friend. So this is the first story. This is the first headline that came up. Canada's got a drinking problem. One senator says Ottawa needs to step up. No, Ottawa doesn't need to step up. But Ottawa needs to micromanage every aspect of our lives now? No. As soon as I saw this headline, and of course our podcast, booze, beer, and the bullshit, it's like, this is bullshit. Our federal government's bullshit. Our federal government is a mess. They do not need to get into this. They don't need to micromanage it. So I decided we ain't going down to any more fucking news stories because that's the limit. I'm not going there.
Mm-hmm.
End of story. See you later. Because everything else, it can't be any better.
Well, you know what?
Can't be any better.
Really? Okay, cigarettes are bad for you. Cigarettes are bad for you. And they know cigarettes are bad for you. They claim that they do all this stuff to try and help people quit smoking and research into cancer, lung cancer, blah, 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 right? But what they do is they keep taxing you. And because they know people will continue to smoke and they'll pay more and more and more for these cigarettes. And so that's what they'll do with the booze, just increase the money and make more money off of us. I don't know.
They're already doing that.
Hmm.
Anyways, so I decided nothing good can come from reading these headlines, especially at the end. So we're not going to do any news story headlines.
Well,
when you were young, did your family always go out for food? So when we were young, I remember on Fridays, we always used to go to Swiss Chalet.
Swiss Chalet, always so good for so little.
And, there's something else we always... Did you ever, was there anything, a tradition that you guys always did?
Ponderosa.
Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert Fletcher, their first Ponderosa and just in time. It's the last day before payday. Look at those super value meals. Mrs. Fletcher chooses fish fillet, a diet, you know. The Mr. chopped beef. Love those numbers. She finds Ponderosa's endless salad bar. It's endless because you can always start over again and again and again. Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher, don't be strangers.
Have yourself a Ponderosa.
Ponderosa. Maybe might have went once or twice. I don't remember.
I like
going to
Ponderosa. We didn't, no, I can't say that we did the Swiss Chalet. Mind you, my parents died. My mom died early. And... No.
Okay.
No, so it was, no. If I can think of one thing, it would be fish and chips down at the corner, wrapped in newspapers.
Do you remember what the place was called?
It was Johnny's Fish and Chips or something.
Johnny's
right
Fish
there.
and Chips.
Warden or Farmer C and Shepherd.
We used to get Duckworth. It was down Kingston Road in Midland, I think.
Yeah, so we'd have fish and chips and we'd do the Ponderosa thing. And pizza was never really much in our lives. It was not something that came until later on in life.
Well, we always Chinese food. We'd go out for Chinese food to a place called the House of Wong.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and we'd go there, and then it closed, and we went to another place. But when we'd order it in, we'd go to a place called Ding Ho. It was at Brimley. It was at Brimley and Lawrence. Ding Ho, and you get all the come in little boxes, and just like you see on TV still, right?
Right.
So I guess Jim and Carol went to get Chinese food. And there's Carol standing in front of Ding Ho at Brimley and Lawrence.
No way.
It's exactly the exact same sign,
they
exact
eat
same spot. Yeah, they took out takeout.
Uh-huh.
The exact same everything. They haven't changed one bit.
That's funny. Well,
Like in 40 years.
Again, like the Wienermobile.
They're
Why
still,
would you change
and
something
but
if
they're
it
still
works?
they're still in the exact same spot and everything. That's amazing.
No, it's a success story.
Ding Ho, Chinese food. Wonder how many generations. That's pretty crazy,
That
eh?
is pretty crazy.
Anyhow.
But you know what? They'll probably have pretty good rent there, seeing as they've been there forever, or if they own it, right? Why would you change something?
I don't know. Well, how many restaurants stay open for that long? Seriously, not many. They just don't. They run their course and they run out of time. Anyways, go to Instagram at Booze, Beer, and BS, or Facebook, the B Review. If you want to see the video of the fish head beer shooters or some other funny mimes. This is what mime does?
Meme.
Mime, this is what mime does?
Meme. I don't
It's
even
the
know
box?
why they called it meme anyways. Like, you have to know the lingo these days.
Drop us a line, leave us a note, click follow, click like and share, please.
And
give us some stars on our videos. We need 100 followers. And I really want to thank the 2 listeners from our last podcast. Actually, there was more than that, but
Oh, but that's cute.
yes, cheers.
Cheers.
Have a laugh. Bert Kreischer's movie The Machine is coming this Friday. Talked about it last podcast. It's going to be a blast, funny as shit. It's going to break down all the barriers and get back to just good old comedy. Yeah. Have a drink. Time for a cold snack. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Yeah. Have a good night, y'all.
Y'all. Cheers.
Good night.
It's over. Time for a cold snack.